your friends all have to say.
Hi, and welcome to Pillow Talk with Angela. I'm your host, Angela Stribling, and I have a friend on here who we actually met at Blues Alley, I believe, a few years ago. And she's such a talented singer. I mean, she's got 3 octaves. She's known for her versatility in jazz, R&B, pop, classical, you name it, she can sing it. And she's singing all over the place. And I'm so happy to just be able to have her on the show. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful and talented Geneva Renee.
Hello, hello, hello,
Hi.
hello.
Oh, it's good to see you. I love that picture behind you, by the way. Oh,
Thank
that's
you. She
yes.
is fearless.
She is
Yeah.
fearless. Yes, indeed. How are you doing, Geneva?
I'm fearless. Oh, I'm feeling
Yes,
great too. That's great.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Happy to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so
good.
much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so happy that we have an opportunity to be together and chit chat a little bit. You've got this new single. Oh my God, your tender kiss is fire. It's so sexy.
Ooh,
Ew.
it's probably the sexiest song I've ever recorded. I'm
Yeah,
excited about
good.
that.
Well, you know I like it. I mean, yeah,
It's
it's sexy.
perfect, right?
It's
Yeah.
perfect. So, I want to talk about your music and, the things that you've been doing, the things that you're up to, what's coming up for you. And of course, I like to start the show with pillow talk in a little bit. Is that all
Okay.
right? Okay.
Yes, let's do it.
So, we talk about love, we talk about relationships, things that people go through in relationships,
Hmm.
um, at some point or another. Hopefully, in this particular case, you don't have to go through it, but we're talking about infidelity in relationships.
Oh, jeez.
And many, describe it as, maybe a cancer of sorts, in relationships. It's a hard
Mm-hmm.
thing to recover from, but people do recover and people can recover just depending on the situations. So I'm asking everybody, including you, Geneva. I didn't even tell you. I didn't tell her the topic, everybody, by the way. So here she is coming in blind. But thank you for being
Very
here.
blind.
She's like, just surprise me.
Blindsided.
Okay. Surprise. Do
Like
you
it,
think,
careful what you ask for.
yes, do you think couples can recover from infidelity? And if so, how? And if not, why not?
Wow.
Mm.
So I have so many things racing through my mind, and there's a book out there. I don't want to promote if I'm not allowed to, but there's a book out there
You can.
talking about, okay, it's called The Side Chick Mentality or something like that. I can't remember, but it's a pastor in DC who wrote the book, and he described his experience of how, yep, there was infidelity in his marriage and how he recovered. And he pointed out lots of wonderful insights about how the men think and how the women think within the relationship and why they even step out in the first place. And then that recovery process. I'll say this much, it's a lot easier to step out than it is to get back in,
Yeah.
right? Trust is takes a long time to rebuild, but
Yeah.
it's so easy to destroy with just a quick decision or a quick spur of the moment kind of um, pleasure seeking experience. So it's possible. I'll say that just because I remember reading that book and it was very insightful. So it just takes a lot of time and intention as
Yeah.
far as the recovery. And I think that has a lot to do with the intention behind um, why you got married in the first place or why you're in a relationship in the first place. If you focus on that, um, anything's possible. Recovery is possible. Healing is possible.
You have to
That's
want
my
it.
answer.
Yes,
Yeah.
good answer. But you really have to work hard and really have to want
Hmm.
it. And, you said something so crucial. You think about just what you really want from the relationship. I mean, some people are just serial cheaters and they don't think
Hmm.
anything about it. That's just how they are in every relationship. And, many people like myself would view it as very selfish. If you're in a
I think so
relationship.
too.
Yeah, because it's a betrayal at the deepest level, and you're thinking that you're in a relationship and it's just you two, and for the lid to be blown off of something like that, just
Right.
psychologically, you feel like, what is it that I'm lacking that he or she desires, that I'm
Hmm.
not giving. And you know what, Geneva, it's funny that in a lot of the studies, like the person being cheated on is thinking, oh, what am I not doing? What have I done? And it's not about
Yeah.
them at all. It's about the cheater.
That's so important. Oh my gosh, that's so important. I'm so glad I've learned that in my own relationships. And because I used to think that way as well. Like,
Yeah,
what's wrong with me?
yeah.
Why is he out there doing whatever it is without me? Right?
Right.
Why doesn't he want to be with me? And it's a weird conundrum of thinking, but it's not about me. It really is what he's dealing with, and whatever he has going on, it honestly is nothing about what I am or am not. So that's a huge lesson that I'm
It's
so
huge.
grateful I've learned. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. And it's a self-esteem killer. It'll,
Yes.
you really,
Because you
I mean,
start comparing and
oh,
looking up,
everything, every single
yeah,
thing. You're like, oh,
picking yourself apart. Yeah, it's not good.
hmm picking yourself
So,
apart. It's like, why can't I have? I mean, I think
mhm.
what we all want. I know what I want. I want I want a man to myself. I want to have the guy to myself. I want
Mhm.
to,
All right.
I mean, you can't be all things to the person in your relationship, but you can be a lot. You can be the best
Mhm.
friend. You could be the partner that they go to first. They can
Right.
have friends, but you want to be the one they lean on. You want to be the only one that they are sharing that intimacy with,
Right.
which
Exactly.
I think you grow. You grow individually when you're in a
Mhm.
powerful, real relationship where everybody's really doing when everybody's who they say they are.
Right, right. If you're honest with yourself
Yeah.
and determine again what is you really want in the relationship and what do you want, and also not necessarily what you can offer, but what will sort of, I guess, synergistically grow within the relationship between the two of you.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to give yourself what you want first.
Mm,
And so if you can, instead of always reaching out to something external for validation and all of those things, if you can reach within, then that, I think, is the number one step into getting into a positive and strong, successful romantic relationship or even friendships.
yeah.
You can't depend on, like you said, you can't be everything to that one person. But and in those cases when that person is not everything to you, you got to be able to pull from within those things that you
Right.
need, and then vice versa. You can sort of offer that internal strength and encourage that other person in whatever
Yeah.
situation they might be in for within the relationship. So
Totally agree.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a level of intimacy that it's not it's I'm gonna say it's not easy, but once you find it, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful thing. I've seen some beautiful couples that
Me too.
I
Who
have
have been together
relationship
for
goals.
Oh, relationship goals. I mean, who have been
Hmm.
together for so long and they still look at each other like,
Lovey-dovey eyes.
yeah, lovey, lovey eyes, and they're both in
Hmm.
it to win it. I so
Right.
appreciate you responding in an
I hope
honest
that
and
helps.
oh,
Yeah, that
it's
was tough.
amazing. I love your
Yeah.
answer. I mean, it's definitely on point. Definitely on
Thank
point.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
That's
let's
a tough
talk
one.
about. I know it's so real, and you you nailed it. Thank you. You're like, whoa.
Whew.
Oh,
That's something that I've learned though. If I don't really know the right answer, I'm gonna point to someone that I think is smarter than me.
Yeah.
So
No,
this
makes
guy wrote a
sense.
book, so
You
I
wrote a
think he
book
knows a
about
little
it.
something
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
And also drawing from lessons learned. I mean, I think your answer had all of that in there, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
very good. So I know a lot
Thank
of
you.
people, who are watching and who are listening are either going through something like that or have been through it. I know, like I said earlier, I have,
Mm.
and it's tough, but you do get
Yeah.
through it. You do get through the
Yeah.
side, and
Yeah.
strong
Healing is
for.
important.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. All right, Geneva, let's talk about you and your song. Let's start with that, Your Tender Kiss. How did this come
Yes.
about? Tell me about the writing and what led you to this.
Very funny story. I was visiting Los Angeles in February of this year, and I reached out to an old musician friend of mine. Said, "Hey, I'm in town." David P. Stevens. He's a producer, awesome jazz guitarist, and he
I know
said,
that
"What?"
name. Yes.
Yeah. And what's funny is he reached out to me years ago and wanted to collaborate, and I dropped the ball. But I said, "Look, I'm here. Let's do this." And he's like, "Perfect timing. I
Right.
got just the song for you." Well, actually, he asked me, "What kind of song do I want?" And I said, I'm really feeling Sade. And he said,
Mm.
"Say less." Right.
Yeah.
And then magic happened. He sent me the track, and as I'm driving to the studio, I'm listening and learning, and we recorded right there in his session, in his studio.
Wow.
And then he said, "It's missing something," and I said, "What more do you want from me?" And he said, "Oh, no, no, not from you, but we need a saxophone. We need some sexy sax." And so he called Marquel
I
Jordan, who's
love Marquel. He's one of my favorite
yes,
people. Oh my
yes,
gosh, and he's
he's
so talented. He
such a
sings
sweetheart.
too.
He raps too.
And he
He's
raps. Yeah.
everything. He's
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Because I mean, the song is so beautiful. And, like you said, I
Thanks.
mean, I'm glad that you did add the sax on there. It just
Oh
really
yeah.
did give it something. David was
Hmm.
right. I mean, it's beautiful without it, but with it, it just kind of completed the whole thing. So yeah,
Oh yeah, it
congratulations.
puts you right in the zone.
Yeah.
Like even with the music video, I thought about I
Yeah.
want to create a scene where I'm just relaxing after a
Mm.
hard day work, listening to some smooth jazz and just
Yes.
release. And then we just kind of took it way beyond what I imagined.
I love, what I
So
watching on
steamy.
YouTube, and I don't know if this is the only video for it, but where I guess it's David and Marquel on the
Hmm.
phone.
Right.
I
They're
love that. I was
That's
like,
my favorite part of the
I
video.
love it. Yeah, that was
Hmm.
really cool.
Hmm.
Good acting
Yep.
too.
Yes, it was so fun. Well, I don't think it was much acting because that's really what happened. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I finished a session. I need you on it." And Marco was like, "We got it."
Yes,
Really funny.
that's
Yeah, really
fantastic.
cool.
And
Mhm.
Geneva, I mean, you've certainly been doing your thing for a while. I met you, I don't know how many years ago that was. Uh,
That was 2016. I had to look at my
it was 2016.
archives.
Wow.
Yes.
And so it was Blues Alley. Was it one of my performances or what? Who
I
was singing?
I'm not sure. I think so. I can't remember.
I think
I
so
can't
because
remember what
I
I did yesterday.
remember taking that picture. I definitely
Mhm.
remember. I think it was
Yeah.
one of my shows at Blues
Yeah.
Alley when I
Yeah, I think
met
so.
you. And yeah, you
Mhm.
were just so sweet. I mean, you meet so many people and you take, pictures here and there, but I remembered you and I remembered
Oh, good.
that
Yes.
moment
Probably
when
because I
when
was
I
gushing over you so
oh, you were
much.
so sweet. You were so super, super sweet. And I had no idea that you were so talented until I started getting into your music. I mean, even you singing the national anthem,
Oh, yeah.
nailed it. And that's a tough song to sing.
Isn't it though?
Oh my gosh, you crushed it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That was fun. And it was what I loved about that experience is that they gave us I want to call it front row seats because I'm not really a baseball person, but they
Yeah,
gave us like the best seats in the stadium
I
where
love
if I
it.
wanted to, I could catch the fly ball and things like it was the best experience. And that game, I learned something, I forgot what it's called, but basically nobody won. Like they just
Oh,
kept going and going, like past the 9 innings. They had to keep going until somebody, like after 9 innings, either you stop the game or you keep going. And it was so close. I can't remember what it's called, but that was the longest
sorry that I
night.
don't know either. I
Yeah.
like baseball, but I obviously don't know that much about it. I like going to the games. I just went to an Oakland A's game just
Oh,
the other day, and they played LA, and they
oh,
won.
nice.
Yeah, the A's won.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Well,
great. It was
congratulations.
fun. Yeah.
That's that
I,
Southern California versus Northern California
I know,
rival.
right? I mean, honestly, I didn't care which team won. It was just fun being there in the fun.
Yeah.
We talked about your music and of course your latest song, and just going back, your range. You can sing jazz, you can sing R&B, you can sing gospel, pop, all of that. But if I were to say, Geneva, what kind of singer are you? What would you say first? You're like R&B first, or would there be one that you would choose?
Well, I'll say what's most recent. So I'll say I'm a jazz singer because I
Ooh,
just released a
nice.
jazz song. Yeah. And honestly, if you think
My
about it,
favorite.
jazz, yeah, good, good. And jazz is American, jazz is Black America,
Yes.
and I'm Black, I'm American. And honestly, if you really listen to the full genre of jazz, pretty much everything kind of fits it. The
Yeah.
pop, the classical. You can take Summertime, which is something
Mm,
from Gershwin's opera, and make it jazz, you know?
absolutely.
So you're
Heck
just
yeah.
you're spanning the different genres
Yeah.
and you're adding soul. And I really truly believe whatever I'm singing, it's to the glory of God. So
Oh, that's
I,
beautiful.
I I don't wouldn't really say I'm a gospel singer, but I'm definitely, um, praising God every time I open my mouth to sing.
Mm. Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful, Geneva. I love that so much. And this beautiful gift from God that you have has opened up some doors for you. Talk about when you sang in front of the Obamas.
Oh gosh,
Woo!
yes.
Oh
And that
my
was
goodness.
actually with the gospel choir. Patrick Lundy and the Ministers of Music was selected to sing backup for Mariah Carey when she was singing Hero for Obama inauguration in 2009. So the first one.
Yeah.
And of course, Mariah, she's like, I don't need to be at rehearsal. Who needs to rehearse? Right. But Patrick was like, we need someone to sing the solo. And he knew I knew that Mariah and Whitney and Celine Dion, those are my three
Oh,
top influences. So I can sing
beautiful.
all their songs in my sleep. So
Oh,
he,
can't go wrong
yeah.
there. I mean, that in itself says everything. You are not playing around, young lady. It's like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, power,
they're
power.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
powerhouse.
they're
That
amazing.
era, the '90s era, and that I
Yeah.
bring it back to Your Tender Kiss with Sade, and like that influence now with my voice. Like I would love to try and sing the high notes like Mariah, but
Mm.
my voice is spans 3 octaves, not 5 or 6 like
Yeah.
Mariah does.
But you own
But
it. You own those three
yeah,
octaves.
yeah,
That's the most important thing.
right. And
Yeah.
that's what I like about Sade is she's like, I'm gonna stay right here, and
Exactly. And crush it.
and and she crushes it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
So
know,
hopefully.
I've
Mhm.
been with Howard University for so many years. And when I knew I was going to talk to you today, I just wanted to let you know that, we're all just so proud of you, Howard
Yay.
alum. And yeah, just keep shining. I love what you're doing. You've got such
Thank
a
you.
beautiful instrument. And yeah, congratulations on your new single. I oftentimes like to ask artists or
Mhm.
whoever is on the show before we say goodnight to either sing us out, something that, you want to sing, could be your latest song, or if you want to just leave us with something inspiring that you want to say. But first, give
Ooh.
us your social media and then whatever you're going to do.
Okay. I was gonna maybe do both at the same time.
That would be awesome.
Okay. Now it's time to say goodnight. I hope you follow me at GenevaRenee.com.
Oh my God, I love that.
I
That
love
was
Disney, so
fantastic.
GenevaRenee.com, and I'm sure the links will get you to everything that you want to maybe purchase or stream or follow on social media. I post photos and videos all the time, so I love
Nice.
to keep in touch with everyone. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope everybody does all of the above. Support, support, support. That's what it's all
Thank you,
about.
thank you, thank you.
You're so
Yeah.
welcome. You are such a delight. Thank you for playing along with our Pillow Talk topic. I love how you answered the questions and gave some
Oh,
insightful information.
those are good questions. I
Yeah,
love pillow
thank
talk.
you. Yeah,
I'm over
thanks for
here
being on
like,
the show.
holding on to my pillows for dear life
Yes.
because
Must have cool pillows from Pillow Talk.
yeah.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much for joining us. Continued success and just keep being such a bright light in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it here.
Talk
It
to you
was
soon. All
great.
right, everybody, please follow Geneva Renee. She is everywhere. She just told you where she is on
Oh
social
yeah.
media.
I
And
was gonna say also, I don't know if possible, um, if you can include that Marquel Jordan, he'll be performing at Carlisle Room in August
oh,
22nd.
when
Yeah,
is
so
August
you might
22nd?
hear a little August 22nd.
August
Yep, this summer.
22nd. I
Next
love the
month.
Carlisle, in DC.
Yes,
I
yes,
just
yes.
did it. I just did a performance with Johnny Britt.
Oh,
And
really?
you know
Oh.
Johnny? He's a singer, trumpeter, jazz. But anyway, I love that room.
Oh, I can't wait to see Marquel there. It is a
Oh,
nice
it's
place,
oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a great show. If I'm in
So you
town,
might hear,
no, I'm not gonna be in town. I'm gonna be out of the country. Oh,
oh, that's
doggone it.
even better.
Well, yeah. But I'll catch you guys. I'm gonna catch you at
Yeah.
one of these shows.
Okay,
Yeah.
great,
And
great.
thank you for letting everybody know that he's gonna be here.
Yeah,
Well, that
you
you
might
guys,
hear
are you
a
gonna
tender
sing?
kiss or something.
Are you gonna
I
sing?
said, I was just saying, you might hear a little bit of a, tender kiss.
We better. We better. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Geneva.
Thank you. I had so much fun.
Me too. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you so much for watching Pillow Talk with Angela. See you soon.